It's once again time to talk about where we are with the Finch West LRT. This has been a line that has gone a bit better than the Eglinton LRT, but has had its issues and has taken its toll on our confidence in how transit is being approached in the city. But there may be light at the end of the tunnel too. As of June 2025, much of the physical work has been complete, but the final hurdles involve system integration, staff training, and the large financial dispute between Metrolinx and its construction consortium, Mosaic Transit Group. What was once pitched as a 2023 launch has now been pushed to a possible late summer to fall 2025 opening. And while that may sound familiar to frustrated Toronto commuters, this time the finish line might actually be in sight. Just as a quick recap, the Finch West LRT, officially known as Line 6, spans approximately 11 kilometers from Finch West subway station on Line 1 all the way west to Humber College. The route includes 18 service stops and 2 underground stations, one at the eastern terminus, Finch West Station, and one at Humber College, nestled near the college's main entrance. This is going to make Humber College more accessible for people that live on the west side of the city for the moment, until we have a proper east-to-west line running in the more northern part of the city. The Finch West LRT is designed to dramatically improve transit across northwest Toronto, which you may know has historically been an underserved part of the city. It will connect thousands of daily riders to the subway and improve last-mile access to key institutions like the college and nearby hospitals. The project was first approved more than a decade ago, with serious construction kicking off in 2019, but as with many Ontario transit megaprojects, the schedule was quickly upended. COVID-19 disruptions, design revisions, and a protracted struggle between the provincial agency Metrolinx and its private sector contractor, Mosaic Transit Group, created a series of delays that pushed the opening by at least 2 years. The original completion date was sometime in 2023. Now we're well into mid-2025 and still waiting for the line to open. However, the good news is this. The line is physically complete. All stops, shelters, and stations are structurally finished. The LRT's maintenance and storage facility, or MSF for short, at York Gate Boulevard has been fully operational since December of 2023. The entire route has had its tracks laid, catenary wires installed, signals connected, and electrical systems activated. According to Metrolinx, end-to-end testing has already been conducted, with LRVs or light rail vehicles running along the full route under their own power. The most recent milestone was the completion and inspection of the Finch West Station, a critical underground terminus that connects the LRT to Line 1. The TTC is set to formally occupy the station by the end of June 2025, clearing one of the final operational hurdles. Additionally, crews have successfully tested the LRT system, with 15 vehicles running simultaneously, mimicking the kind of service headways riders can expect once the line is operational. These tests are essential for simulating real-world conditions and ensuring that electrical, communications, and signaling systems can withstand the demands of daily operation. A major barrier to launching the line isn't infrastructure, it's people, specifically TTC operators. While Metrolinx is responsible for building and testing the system, the TTC will be the one running it. That means driver recruitment, training, station staffing, and emergency protocols all have to be handled internally by the TTC. Training for the Finch West LRT drivers only began in March of 2025, and the TTC made it clear that the priority was first placed on the delayed Line 5 Eglinton Crosstown, and other major LRT projects struggling to meet its timeline. Once Line 5 operators are certified, the Finch West trainees will ramp up more intensively. Operator training includes vehicle handling, emergency procedures, communication systems, and route familiarization. It also includes ghost service. These are runs where vehicles travel along the route with no passengers to simulate real-world operations. Until this phase is complete and the TTC signs off on readiness, the LRT can't open to the public. One of the biggest ongoing issues has nothing to do with rails or drivers. It's a $500 million dispute between Metrolinx and the Mosaic Transit Group, the consortium responsible for design, construction, and integration. As of June 2025, Metrolinx has withheld over $500 million in payments, stating that Mosaic has not achieved substantial completion as defined by the contract. This is of course part of the package when the government engages in private-public partnerships and could be owed to that process. Mosaic in turn has launched legal proceedings, claiming that they have met their obligations. They argue that these delays stem largely from changes ordered by Metrolinx, red tape, and unrealistic delivery expectations. The two parties are reportedly meeting regularly with a third-party independent certifier, who has the power to declare the project complete or not. Again, this is one of those pitfalls that you get when you use the private-public partnership model. The contracted company in this case, Mosaic, midway during the project, gets some changes ordered by Metrolinx. Then they say that they need to stop and make more money off of this, and then the project gets delayed until they come to an agreement upon how much the taxpayers should be extorted for. And this goes on and on. This financial stalemate is a major reason why the LRT hasn't officially opened. Until substantial completion is confirmed, Metrolinx won't release the final payment, and Mosaic won't hand over full operational control. This is insane and needs to be changed. This back and forth is eerily similar to the problems plaguing Line 5, the Eglinton Crosstown, another P3 private-public partnership project where trust between the province and contractors broke down entirely. Of course, the big question on everyone's mind is simple. When will we actually be able to ride the Finch West LRT? Well, while there is no official launch date as of right now, internal TTC briefings suggest fall of 2025 at the earliest, even though that is optimistic. More realistic projections from local sources and transit advocates now point towards the end of the year. There are still several pieces that still need to come together before a formal launch. Firstly, there needs to be a completion of all TTC operator training. Secondly, there needs to be final system testing under full operating conditions. Thirdly, there needs to be a resolution between the Metrolinx and Mosaic dispute. Then fourthly, the independent certifiers have to sign off on substantial completion. And then lastly, there needs to be a public communications and launch preparation. Until then, the TTC will not assume operational control, and Metrolinx will remain in limbo, unable to officially declare the project done. But of course we need to make room for the possibility that problems can be found with the line that will need to be fixed before it opens. That of course would then turn into even more delays. Despite all of the frustration, the Finch West LRT is a major piece of Toronto's evolving transit map. It is another way for people to travel east and west, somewhat, as the line is still relatively pretty short. When it opens, it will serve an estimated 40,000 riders per day, provide a fast and reliable alternative to packed buses, and improve mobility across northwest Toronto. It will also offer a vital transit point to Line 1, increasing access to the subway network and helping relieve pressure on the overcrowded 36 Finch West bus. It's also an important project in the context of the city's climate goals and urban equity efforts. Northwest Toronto is home to many low-income, immigrant, and racialized communities. These residents rely heavily on transit, and the LRT promises to cut commute times, boost economic activity, and reduce emissions from these diesel buses. In the coming months, we will have to keep an eye out for the following key developments. Firstly, public confirmation from the independent certifier that the project is substantially complete. Secondly, an announcement from Metrolinx on the resolution of this financial dispute. Thirdly, full TTC readiness, including finalized schedules, fare integration, and station staffing. And fourthly, a public unveiling ceremony, likely featuring local politicians touting the project's completion before the fall municipal season. If all of these dominoes fall into place, we may actually see passengers boarding shiny new LRVs on Finch Avenue West during this year. The Finch West LRT has followed the now familiar trajectory of Toronto's megaprojects: optimism, delay, legal friction, and public frustration. But unlike some other projects, this one really is close. Barring further chaos, the city should finally see this long-promised line come to life. 2 years late, but still critically important. Let's hope the next update isn't another excuse. It's time to start writing. I hope that you liked the video. If so, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed and want to be notified of new videos that are released, please click on the Art Toronto button here. This is the video that I would recommend for you to watch next, and I'm sure that you're going to love it. Here's the playlist for all of the latest in transit news and views that you're going to find very informative and interesting. And finally, here is the latest video. Thanks for watching, and happy transiting.